on the topic of Independence Day, which is really important for us to know the history of our ulama and leaders, how they fought against British and sacrificed their lives. As you know, it is the most important day for all Indian citizens. It is the day when we got freedom from British rules after many years by the great freedom fighters of India. This day is celebrated every year on 15 August for the sacrifices of our independence fighters and our ulama who sacrificed their lives for making India free. Today, in all over India, there are many programs and celebrations are held for remembering of freedom fighters, but unfortunately the role of Muslims and sacrifices of ulama are not mentioned anywhere. That's why I'm gonna perform a speech on the topic of this, how our ulama sacrificed their lives for protecting our country. And I'm going to talk about the real heroes of freedom and full history of Indian independence. As you know very well, that before 1947, the British came in India for trade person at 1608. Later they established the East India Company. Then they become more powerful. In 1757, the first military force came in India and fought against Nawab Sirajuddaulah at Plessy Field. Because of Mir Jafar's disloyalty, the British force defeated Nawab. Since then, the dark days of India had started. And the East India Company transformed from trader to ruler. After the Battle of Plessy, later the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the East India Company became more powerful and they become political power and ruled separately till 1857. After 1857, the independence battle, the British ruled in India till 1947, but after 1947, the British crown ended on 15 August 1947. And after many struggles and sacrifices of our ulama, Hindu, Muslim, Sikhs, Christians, when they all fought against British, they had to go for our country. And our lovely country became a free country. Today, if we are free and take the breath of freedom, it's because of sacrifices of our ulama, who fought against British and sacrificed their lives. But it is very regret that today we are said to go to Pakistan. We are said a traitor. We are considered danger for the safety of our country. We are considered danger for the safety of our country. There is a biggest misconception propagated that Muslims have divided our country and they have no any role for getting Indian freedom, which is totally baseless and fully wrong. In fact, if Muslim did not take part in freedom struggle, India would never have become free. It it is because the real enemies of British are Muslims. It is because the British snatched political power from Muslim emperors, Muslim leaders, and many Muslim emperors and leaders sacrificed their lives for protecting our motherland. Dear brother, when the British found Hindu and Muslim unity against themselves, they played unpious political card, divide and rule on religious base. Let me tell you that in the battle of 1857, almost 51,000 of ulama were hanged. There were no any tree left between Red Fort and Chandni Chowk on which ulama are not hanging. Thousands of ulama were burned alive. Million parts of Quran burned because Muslim or ulama endorsed fatwa against British. Let me tell you that the first person who endorsed fatwa against British was not anyone but a Muslim. The first person who started revelation of independence was not anyone but a Muslim. The first person who stood up to stop British step in South India and said, शेर की एक दी की जिंदगी गीदड़ की 100 दिन की जिंदगी से बेहतर है, was not anyone but a Muslim. How can you forget that the first person who said खिलौना समझकर बर्बाद ना करना, हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, फरंगियों के फौजों में हुर्मत का फतवा सर चढ़ कर हम गाए हुए हैं, शजरे आजादी को खून देकर सींचा, अब फल उसके पकने का आए हुए, was not anyone but a Muslim. How can you forget that the first person who sounded slogan of Inqilab Zindabad was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who said सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं उसकी गुलिस्तान हमारा, was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget the sacrifices of Muslims? These are Muslims who sacrificed their lives for protecting our country, to make us free. Let me tell you that till 1857 only Muslims fought against British and sacrificed their lives for making India free. Only Muslim fought against British till 1857. Only Muslim fought against British and sacrificed their lives for us to live in this country peacefully. How can you forget the sacrifices of Muslims? Today we are said to go to Pakistan. We are cited traitor. We are considered danger for the safety of our country. And some bad politician says that Muslims have divided our country and they have no role in getting Indian freedom, which is totally baseless and fully wrong. If Muslims did not take part in Indian freedom, India would never have become free from British. These are the sacrifices, ulama. Dear brothers and dear audience, our Muslim ulama and emperors sacrificed their lives for making India free. We know all about this story properly, but some politicians say Muslims are traitor. Muslim divides our country. It's fully wrong, because if Muslims did not sacrifice their lives in Indian freedom, India would never become free from British. Dear brothers, this was the simple story of our ulama and Muslim in Indian freedom. Now I'm going to wind up my speech. May Allah keep safe Indian Muslim and happy. May India be one of the most beautiful country and most beautiful place in the world.